One man plunged the world into chaos, causing the deaths of millions. Adolf Hitler, the dictator of Nazi Germany, was responsible for one of history's darkest periods, World War II and the Holocaust. But how did he rise to power? And what horrific crimes did he commit? Today, we uncover the shocking truth behind Hitler's reign of terror. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in Austria. As a child, he struggled with discipline and later failed to get into art school. In 1914, he joined the German army during World War I. Though he served bravely, Germany's defeat left him bitter and resentful. After the war, he found purpose in politics. In 1919, he joined the German Workers' Party, which later became the Nazi Party. His fiery speeches blamed Jews, communists, and the Treaty of Versailles for Germany's struggles. The people, desperate for hope, listened. In 1923, Hitler attempted to overthrow the government in the failed beer hall putsch. He was arrested, but used his trial to spread Nazi propaganda. In prison, he wrote Mein Kampf, a book outlining his extremist ideology, including anti-Semitism and the idea of Aryan supremacy. By 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor. Within a year, he dismantled democracy and declared himself Führer, Germany's absolute ruler. Hitler didn't just rule, he brainwashed an entire nation. Nazi propaganda, led by Joseph Goebbels, controlled newspapers, radio, and films. Children were indoctrinated in schools, and dissent was silenced. One of his first major moves was the 1935 Nuremberg Laws, which stripped Jews of their rights, banning intermarriage and citizenship. This was just the beginning of something far worse. In 1939, Hitler's ultimate plan unfolded. The Nazis began rounding up Jews, Romani people, disabled individuals, and political opponents, forcing them into ghettos and labor camps. Then came the final solution, a plan to systematically exterminate Jews. Death camps like Auschwitz, Treblinka, and Sobibor were built. Millions were gassed, shot, or starved to death. Over 6 million Jews and millions of others perished in one of the most horrific genocides in history. Hitler wasn't satisfied with just persecuting minorities, he wanted world domination. In 1939, Germany invaded Poland, starting World War II. Soon, Nazi forces took over France, Belgium, and other parts of Europe. But his greatest mistake was invading the Soviet Union in 1941. The brutal Russian winter and fierce Soviet resistance weakened his army. Meanwhile, in 1944, the Allies launched the D-Day invasion, forcing the Nazis into retreat. By early 1945, Hitler's empire was crumbling. The Soviets closed in on Berlin, and the once mighty dictator was hiding in a bunker. As defeat became inevitable, Hitler refused to surrender. On April 30th, 1945, he and his wife, Eva Braun, took their own lives in his underground bunker. 1 week later, Nazi Germany surrendered. The war was over, but the scars left by Hitler's actions would never fade. After the war, Nazi leaders were put on trial in Nuremberg for crimes against humanity. Many were sentenced to death or life in prison. Today, the world remembers Hitler's atrocities to ensure history never repeats itself. His reign serves as a warning of how dangerous extremist ideologies can be. What do you think? Could a dictator like Hitler ever rise again? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like and subscribe for more history content.